Goal setting. One of the easiest things for us to do, but at the same time, one of the easiest things for us to mess up. Most people don't hit their goals because they don't know how to set them. I used to be one of those guys. I always had goals, I always have visions, I always have dreams, but I always came short from hitting my goals because I didn't understand a simple formula I'm going to share with you in this video to make sure that you hit your goals every single time. So let's begin. So here's why most men will never achieve their goals. Because we always overestimate the things that we could do and we underestimate how hard it's going to be for us to get shit done. And that's the reason most men are just dreaming, hoping, wishing, and praying that things work out instead of setting realistic goals. See, setting unrealistic goals is the fastest way for you to fail. See, dreaming is free. Dreaming doesn't cost anything. But there's always a price to pay if you want to succeed. And if you're not willing to pay the price, you're never going to achieve them. So today we're going to share with you the 3 things that you need in order for you to set goals that you're going to hit. Not just dreams, not wishes, not just prayers, but outcomes to make sure that every single time that you set a goal, you actually get to accomplish that goal. The first thing you need is clear data. There's most men are not hitting their goals because they're putting shit on the wall hoping it sticks. But see, hoping it sticks is not a strategy. You need to have clear data that you can measure because what you don't measure doesn't get done. The moment that you have a clear, a measurable outcome, you can start looking every single day, how can you get closer to that ultimate vision? How can you get closer to that outcome? And what do you need to adapt, adjust, and execute? Because at the end of the day, if you don't measure your accomplishment, how do you know that you're in the right path? You need to make sure that your goals are measurable, your goals are attainable, that your goals are something that you need to focus on a daily basis to constantly beat the score from yesterday. I'm big on keeping score. You have to make sure that every single day you have a way to keep score. If you want to lose weight, you need to make sure that you're keeping score. If you want to make more money, you have to make sure you're keeping score. If you want to have a deeper connection with your wife and with your kids, you have to make sure that you're keeping score. What is your score? How can you measure that you're in the right path? Because if you don't have a clear outcome, a clear goal, and a way to measure your goal, and you measure your process, every single day you're going to be hoping and wishing that you're in the right path. Clarity is power. Get a clear outcome, a clear goal that is measurable, that every single day you could see whether you're winning or where do you need to improve. But if you don't have a clear path, if you don't have a clear goal and a clear outcome, every single day you're going to struggle finding clarity. Certainty comes from having clarity. Certainty comes from you knowing what you want and what you need to do to get to the next level. But if you don't know what you want, if you're not clear about what you want, of course you're going to be off track. Of course you're going to procrastinate. Of course you're not going to get shit done. So get clear on your goals. Get clear what is it that you want. What do you want for your business? If you want to make more money, okay, understand. The more specific, the better. How much money is it that you want to make? What's the revenue look like? How many employees? How many customers? What's the product? What's the service? Get clear about your KPIs. And then reverse engineer. How many clients do I need to get in order for me to get to that level? How many customers, how many employees, how many services, whatever it is, you have to get clear about what you want and you have to have clear and measurable outcomes. Because without that clarity, every single day you're going to be hoping and wishing that one day you're going to succeed. And succeed is not going to happen unless you have a clear outcome and a clear strategy and you can measure it every single day. The second is leverage. You need to find out what gets you going. What's the leverage? See, most men are driven by pain. Even though most people think that they want to be wealthy, that they want to be fit, that they want to have more love, but the reality is you will take action to avoid pain than to gain pleasure. That's how we wire. We wire different, especially entrepreneurs, especially men. We'll do more when our back is against the wall than when there's a prize in front of us. So you have to ask yourself, what is the leverage? What do I need to do in order for me to get motivated every single day and not rely on just a feeling? Because emotion creates motion. If you're emotional about your outcome, if you're emotional about your goals, then you're going to do something about it. So you need to have a reason why that is strong enough that's going to get you out of bed and get you to do shit when you don't feel like it. Because most people, most men are relying on feelings. You need to have a reason that's strong enough that will get you to take action when you don't feel like doing it. That's the key. Most men rely on feelings. But what is that motion? What is that emotion that you're going to have if you don't take action? What's going to drive you to get out of bed? What's going to drive you to go to the gym? What's going to drive you to make that extra call when you don't feel like doing it? Because that's what creates discipline. Discipline is created the moment that you have an emotion that's going to get you to do something about your situation. The reason most men fail is because they don't have that drive. They don't have that emotion anymore. They forgot why is it that they need to accomplish their goals. So find out what brings you pain. Find out what drives you. Maybe you have to think about your kids not having money to go to college, or your kids not having money to eat. Whatever it is that drives you to get you out of bed and get this shit done. Maybe you have to think about, man, you're growing old and you're going to be broken and alone. Well, that drives you to make sure every single day you step out of your comfort zone. Use that pain for fuel and use that in order for you to create leverage. Because every single day, something is going to happen. You either react to life or you make shit happen. But you need to find leverage. What's that leverage? What's that pain that's going to drive you? Because there's always going to be a price to pay or a price to achieve. And you choose. Do you pay the price every single day for success to reach that price, or you pay the price for regret? But find leverage and use it to accomplish your goals. And number 3 is know what is at risk. What is at risk if you don't take action? What is at risk if you don't level up? What is at risk if you don't pursue your goals? Because the price to pay when you don't do shit about your situation is a price that you have to pay even if you make it shit happen. But either way, there's always a risk. So ask yourself, who will pay the price if I'm not willing to pay the price? Who will suffer if I don't level up? Who will suffer if I don't create the discipline and desire and the fire and the emotion to be able to accomplish my goals? Because the moment that you know what's at risk, that's the moment I realize that this is not a fucking game. That if you want to level up in your business, you want to level up in your life, it's going to be up to you. That as a man, your job is to lead. And if you want to lead, you have to know what's at risk. If you don't level up, your kids are watching you. If you don't level up, your team is watching you. Your employees are watching you. There's always somebody watching you. So ask yourself, what is at risk if I don't take action? What is at risk if I don't accomplish my goals? What is at risk if I don't find the discipline and desire every single day to pay the price to get myself uncomfortable? Because here right now, most men are just interested in hitting their goals, but they're not committed. What most men lack is commitment. The moment that you find what is at risk, that's going to give you the commitment that you need to level the fuck up and lead. So find out what is at risk if you don't step out of your comfort zone to make shit happen. And once you have those 3 things for your goals, now it's time for you to turn those goals into outcomes. What I've done is every 100 days, I have a set of outcomes. They're not goals, they're outcomes. Outcomes are different than goals. Goals is what I want to achieve. Outcomes is what's going to be set on stone. Outcomes are my commitment to get shit done. So 100 days outcomes that are going to get you closer to the goals that you want. And every 30 days, what you do is you reverse engineer and you see, what do I need to do in order for me to achieve my goals? What are my 100-day outcomes? What are my 30-day targets? Because every single day you're going to be able to see, how are you moving the needle? Are you getting closer to your goals, or are you making excuses? But if you turn your goals into 100 days achievable outcomes, you're one step closer to what you want in life. Because most people think that they have time. The reason you procrastinate is because you think you have time. What would you do if you only had 100 days to live? What would you do if you only had 100 days to get your business together? What would you do if you only had 100 days to get your marriage together? What would you do if you only had 100 days to get your shit together? See, most people procrastinate because they believe the bullshit story that they have time. But the truth is that you don't have time. You need to make time to what matters the most, which is the next 100 days. I want you to set a set of outcomes that are in alignment with your goals. I want you to find leverage. I want you to find the pain. I want you to find what's at risk, and I want you to get clear about what you want in your business, in your marriage, in your fitness, and in your life. Because at the end of the day, if you want to make shit happen, you have to be intentional about what you do. Because success is not going to happen by luck. Success only happens by design, and you have to be a creator of your destiny, not a victim of your circumstances. So the next 100 days are going to be crucial of how you're going to operate in your life. Stop just wishing and dreaming and thinking that things are going to work out. Design your life in the next 100 days in every area, your business, your marriage, your fitness, even your connection with God and your purpose. Whatever it is that you want, chunk it down into 100 days. If you only had 100 days to live, what will you do? How will you show up? How will you level up? How will you connect with your family, with your kids? What's the impact that you want to make into the world? Because at the end of the day, you need to find that clear outcome for the next 100 days. You need to find the leverage that you need to be able to push through the pain. I need to know what is at risk. Because if you don't lead, people are going to pay the price. If you refuse to level up, if you refuse to grow, if you continue to be comfortable, then all you're doing is setting an example for the people around you and becoming the excuse. Because you're either going to be an excuse or a reason. And if you choose to be an excuse, then every single day you're going to live on regret. The price to pay is regret. You either pay the price to level up and push through your comfort zone, or you pay the price to regret. You either pay the price to level up and push through your comfort zone, or you pay the price to live in regret. Because you're either somebody else's excuse or somebody else's reason for them to achieve their goals. I believe if you're watching my content, I believe if you follow me, it's because you know that you were born to be a king. You were born to lead. And setting goals is part of thinking like a king. Setting goals is part of building your kingdom. So don't wait and push it on the wall hoping it sticks. Design your life every single day by following the process of 100 days at a time. Every single day you have to push through. Every single day shit is going to happen. Life is going to punch you in the face. The question is, are you going to be a victim or are you going to be a creator? The moment that you know what's at risk, the moment that you know that the leverage that you have, and the moment that you're clear about your outcomes, nothing will get in your fucking way. So my intention for you today is to stop setting goals that you're never going to achieve. Start designing your life by getting clear about what you want, by measuring your goals every single day. And most important, know the leverage, know the pain that you have to push through, and know what's at risk if you don't level the fuck up and lead. Because the best is yet to come. Learn it, live it, experience it. Love life. If you're a man that's looking for the edge, go to findmynextlevel.com to join us on a 30-day challenge. This challenge is going to give you the system and the process so you can find your code to the edge.